Serious question, AP. How do you reconcile the fact that God teaches us to avoid traditions of men and idolatry with the rituals of Catholics? And as well, D Wood is not Catholic and so on, but you got to be careful with, because it would be pretty common for Protestants to say, look, they have a picture of this or something like that. That's idolatry. When, if you look at the Old Testament and idolatry is condemned, making images of things in heaven to worship them and so on is all condemned. And yet, God said, build an ark, the Ark of the Covenant. God said, build a temple. And then for decoration, that temple was all sorts of images of things like angels and so on. So I'm just pointing out that it would be very easy to say, look at all that idolatry. And yet it was actually part of it. So
that is a read the description in the Bible of the tabernacle, read the description in the Bible of the temple. It was full of imagery, depictions, or sculptures of living beings and so on. These were not considered idolatry, but I would say that certain religious rituals are always part of the Christian religion. Even in your non-denominational or Protestant church practices, you do things that may not necessarily be biblical, but you establish those traditions with the idea that they are biblical. You thereby establish traditions. It's kind of an interesting paradox. But Catholicism and Orthodoxy, or the early church, you have had traditions that were never really considered contradictory to any of the teachings of the Bible. I don't see any contradictions between the teachings at all, and I see great use and great benefit and great peace in them.